Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with more F1 23. This time around we're going to be taking our first look into the all-new Breaking Point 2 gameplay. Of course, this is going to be obviously a bit of a let's play on the channel over the next few weeks. Breaking Point, the original one, was very, very good fun. Of course, we played that all the way back on F1 21, which feels like a very, very long time ago now. But we are returning with Breaking Point 2. A lot of brand new storylines. I'm really excited to be jumping into it. If you're new around here, make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed as well. And of course, as always, a massive thank you to EA for providing me with a preview copy of F1 23. But I've really got not much of an idea as to what to expect here. I've kind of heard a few rumours and rumblings around the storyline for this game. It looks like we've got some returning characters, Aiden Jackson, Devon Butler, and of course our old teammate as well from Breaking Point 1 there. So let's get into this and let's start Breaking Point 2. So of course, Breaking Point 2, everything like that, you know, we're going to be running no assists whatsoever, as you would expect from myself on this game there. In terms of the other difficulty settings, I felt like on F1 21, it was quite difficult to actually balance out everything that you needed. So hopefully on F1 23, things are going to be, you know, a bit more refined in that regard as well.
Previously, in Breaking Point.
Aiden, please tell us, how does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your very first race?
I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes.
And tell me about Casper Ackerman. How is that relationship coming along?
It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then?
He tried to stop them from signing you. Didn't want to play babysitter. We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him.
I had a call this morning from Christian Horner. You're being watched.
You know what his problem is, don't you? Thinks you're getting too old.
You want respect, you give respect! That's how it works!
How about you give me a little respect?
How about you earn it first? I'm done.
You what?
I'm retiring.
Why didn't it work out between you two?
He's on more money than me,
What? He didn't want me on the team.
didn't I? And you thought I was past my best?
So none of this is true.
There's always gossip in the paddock. And ever since he's arrived, there's been one man at the center of it all. I want us to push for fourth. I want us to beat Butler. And I want that seat to go to you.
So Alfa Romeo potentially on track to really upset AlphaTauri here. Butler's closing in on Ackerman. Down the inside he goes, and they've hit each other. Butler into the barrier, and that looks to be the end of the race for him. The Dutchman looks to be continuing, and
it's great to see him still in this fight, Crofty.
Got the third, Aiden.
What about Casper?
Will you let Aiden pass? Let Aiden pass.
We did it.
We did it. Have you seen the crash yet?
Butler's okay?
Bruised ego, perhaps.
What was it like bringing a brand new team to the F1 grid?
You know, the first time you see a car, your car, with your branding, your name on it, in an official race, alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, that's what it's all about.
You make it sound like a dream come true.
If only.
When did you first get a sense of what was in store for Motorsport?
2022 season, straight out of the box. The drivers were always going to clash. That was a calculated risk. But the car... the car had problems.
we're midway through the Miami Grand Prix. It's been a cracking race so far, and it's all up for grabs.
Absolutely, Crofty. Some fantastic driving here today, especially, I have to say, from Aiden Jackson. I don't think I've ever seen the Motorsport car being put through its paces quite like this.
This is a team, Motorsport, that have got a lot to prove this season, but Jackson might just be the man to do it.
Okay, Aiden, nice job
so far. Let's try and bring that gap down to the car ahead if you can.
Copy that.
Right, well, looks like then we are being sprung right into the thick of it here in Miami on lap 6 of 14 in this race. We're currently running in P14 on a set of the soft compound tyres then, and seems like Motorsport have really struggled at the start of this campaign. The goal today is apparently just to finish. There was already a little bit of smoke getting kicked up by Yuki Tsunoda. Maybe the AlphaTauri is about to go up in flames, but it looks like he's alright for now then. But yeah, really just trying to put this thing through its paces already. Actually trying to get a bit of a run on Yuki Tsunoda. Then perhaps, of course, the softer compounded tyres still providing us with a little bit of an advantage as we go side by side then with the young AlphaTauri driver down in towards the final couple of corners. Still, of course, just trying to get used to the new handling, everything like that here on F123. But, oh, no, I keep saying it. The traction is so much better than F122. Of course, this is the slightly weird thing, of course, I've got to try and get used to with braking point. Of course, currently we are in the 2022 Formula 1 season, so, of course, all the real talk this year has been about Alonso in his new Aston Martin. He's back at Alpine, which immediately feels quite weird to see. But yeah, Mick Schumacher as well, they're just in front of him, is struggling still with a bit of rear locking at the moment in the car, so clearly this is a very difficult to tame beast. Getting out though onto the back straight, going to try and get a run on Fernando Alonso then. El Plan definitely hasn't worked with Alpine here, currently sat in P12 staring at the back of one of the Haas cars. Mick Schumacher, next one just in front of us. Oh, he's going to move around in the braking zone there. The AI still, just like F122, not afraid to try and defend their places there. Just look how he can run the car on a knife edge out of that final corner, but out of the final turn up towards the start-finish line. Use a little squirt of battery. We've got Esteban Ocon heading out of the pit lane. Of course, a podium in the weekend's Monaco Grand Prix, but we are now just one place outside the points. So it seems like we're just being able to time our runs then out into the back straight at the moment. Valtteri Bottas next car just in front of me, and he's no longer in front of me, he's side me, and now he's behind. Lando Norris next up in front. I'm still not brave on the brakes related to the AI. I'm still trying to build up that confidence in those areas, but yeah, trying to just, of course, find the limits on the traction, as now we should be able to get a run on Lando at the final corner. We are now up inside the top 10 now. I don't know if Motorsport have scored any points so far this year. There is a big front double lockup down at Turn 1, but we've completed another move, and we are through into 9th. Or can we try and get a run then on Esteban Ocon as we head down the back straight? I mean, it's definitely by far and away the best place to go for overtakes around this venue, and this time round, oh, again! Oh, still really struggling. The rear lock-in on this game makes it so much more of an immersive experience. As out of the final corner we'll go. Open up the battery, open up the DRS as well as we try and get to the inside for turn 1. Just taking it a bit easier on the brakes this time round as we are now through into 8th place then. And in just our very short Formula 1 career, we might already be trying to look to put a move on Lewis Hamilton. 5 laps to go.
I'm losing power! Why am I losing power? Copy that, we see it, we're looking into it. Okay, I'm afraid you're going to have to retire the car, please, Aiden. Retire the car. You're joking! I'm sorry, Aiden. Pull over now, please. Pull over now. This is getting ridiculous.
And that's agonising for Jackson. Just a few laps left to go, and he's out of the Miami Grand Prix.
With every race, the car looks like a constant problem for Motorsport. It must be devastating for the drivers.
Confirmation as the car comes to a halt. The Motorsport's Aiden Jackson won't be seeing the checkered flag today, but it looks like his teammate will. Jackson's DNF puts Devon Butler in a position where he might just be able to secure some points for Motorsport.
Aiden's out. Yep, engine problem, I'm afraid.
Good job you got me!
All right, Devon, don't push it too hard. We cannot risk losing both cars here.
It's in the bag, mate!
All okay, Aiden?
Yeah, how's Devon doing?
Yeah, he's doing all right, mate. He looks like he's going to bring home some points for the team.
Good for him.
not one thing, then it's another. Did you not see what happened out there today?
Aiden, I agree with you 100%. We are doing everything we can. I know the car is not perfect, but...
Andreo, it's every race. Do you know how I look losing easy points like this?
Knock, knock. Sounds like there's a right show going on in here. What am I missing?
Not now, Devon.
Aiden and I were just discussing issues with the car.
Again? I thought that was all in hand. I had no problems today. Smooth. You know what they say? A shoddy workman always blames his tools. mate. You can look at my setup data anytime you want. I've told you that. It might help.
And I've told you before. It's not a setup issue. The problem is...
Jackson. That was the problem with the 2022 season. Ask anyone. I mean, at the end of 21, everyone thought Aiden was going to be signed by one of the big three. But, guess they couldn't reach an agreement, so we both signed for Motorsport.
And do you think that affected Aiden?
That's no secret. Now, for that 22 season, Jackson was a nightmare.
I tell you what, you love to hate him, don't you? Devon Butler there, scoring points in our first Grand Prix, is just as we were about to go into battle with Lewis Hamilton late on in the day, and found it quite funny. For those of you that have been watching more of the content around here, Jackson getting a DNF, exactly where I did as well, on F1 22. So clearly some similarities there as well. I can relate to his feelings. But thank you all so much for watching the first part of this mini-series. Then we will be back tomorrow with Chapter 2 of Breaking Point 2 here. Like I said, get yourself subscribed, click that notification bell as well. And yeah, thank you all so much. And make sure, like I said, you get back here ready for more F1 23 content. None of these videos would be possible without the help of our channel members, so a massive thank you to all of the names you see on your screens currently for helping support the channel. You can join them by clicking the join button down below, and yeah, thank you once again to everyone that continues all the insane support on my work.